anyone in there? Just not if you can't hear me. Is there anyone home? Let's see what we've got. Oh shit. Very good. I know I'm talking to myself in here, but we just had the death card pull up. Let's see what else we've got going on. Manifesting abundance, and the Hangman comes out. I love this. Hello there. I just started pulling the first cards. Got Death and the Hanged Man coming out. And the Knight of Wands. Okay, Knight of Wands is always one of my favorite ones to pull. That one is an action card. It's somebody that comes in full of fire. They got salamanders on their coat, okay? This is somebody who comes in. Where's my Aries at? Those are always the ones that remind me of the King of Wands. But anyone with that fiery personality can be associated with that. And then the Hanged Man in reverse. We have the Death card. So perhaps we have some people out there that, hey Heather, I love you. Heather, some bad times are coming to an end. The Hanged Man in reverse means that you're contemplating your next move. And let me tell you though, whatever, you already know you're about to rock shit, okay? Stuff is about to happen. Big things are about to happen. Okay, and maybe not necessarily in your outward world, but certainly in your inner world, okay? And the thing that the Knight of Wands is calling out is taking that inner fire and lighting the world around you on fire, and not in a negative way, okay? But like, just like the inevitable march of death, it's coming whether you like it or not. You know, it's nothing personal. It's just coming for us all. And honestly, that's such a freeing thought. You know, it kind of lets you off the hook so much, and taking things so seriously is, this is all temporary, okay? This is just a small part of it. So keep in mind that whatever you're contemplating, okay, take it by the reins. Don't be afraid of it. Let's see what else we have. Spirit, what else do we have for the people out there watching today? Oh, we have the Knight of Swords. Okay. We have another knight. We've got a lot of knights coming out. That's big, big energy. All right. And the swords, of course, is... And the Star card. That is... I love you too, Heather. Star card. That's you, my girl, right there. That is you. That is us, okay? The Knight of Swords is... We've got some big, like, clarity coming in, don't we? We have some clarity that's arriving about ourselves. About ourselves. I love this. I love this spread. Of course, I mean, the cards always humble me. They really do. Yes, this is confirmation that we're coming out of a place where we had to rely on help. We had to rely on things because things were out of our control. We were in a place where we needed help. We were in a kind of a dark place. But the Star card definitely shows that it's coming for you. The star, she's a star. She's got 1 foot on the water. She's got 1 foot on the land. She's perfectly balanced. She doesn't need no clothes. She knows what she's doing. There's nothing to cover her up. She is burning bright. Scorch your retinas, okay? Okay, and we got the Queen of Wands, the Witch of the Tarot, coming up on the bottom of the deck. She's all about magic, passion. She's that woman that stands up. Every family has that woman. For me, it was my grandmother, okay? That one that stands up. I know Heather's listening. You're that one too. Don't mess with my babies. Don't mess with don't mess with the old ladies. Don't mess with them. Do it at your own risk, okay? Queen of Wands don't play around. Let's see what else we got. Oh, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to pull an oracle card from Cowgirls and Aliens. This is a deck that somebody recommended to me. I fell absolutely in love with it so much. Let's see what we've got. All right. And I just want whoever is here, this is the first live I've done. I'm trying to fundraise for a friend, and I got the rest of her rent paid, which was a freaking blessing. But she still needs groceries. Food banks in her area suck. We've got the Undertaker. You can see her. Look how beautiful these cards are. I love them. All right, got to get used to the ring light, yo. This is the debut of my ring light. I feel so fancy, okay? Let's see, we got 18. The Undertaker. Let's read what she does. All right. Smoke trailing from her cigarette, she exhales as she leans onto the finished coffin. She hears the sound of smashed glass and raised voices coming from the neighboring saloon. It won't be long before bullets flying around and business is booming again. You live fast and you die young, which is very much Knight of Wands energy. Shouts ring out through the air. Pensive she sighs, back to it then. Putting out her smoke, she finds fresh planks of timber. The message for her, the Undertaker, is that she sees death every day. She helps the dead move on from this world and confronts those left behind. She does not see death as the end, but as a transition. And that's the truth. That is the death card in the tarot. It's exactly what it means. Maybe it's to the next cosmic dimension or a spiritual paradise. All she knows for sure is that change is inevitable. The Undertaker encourages you to welcome change in your life, even though it may arrive unexpectedly and before you're ready for it. Again, Knight of Wands, and abso-freaking-lutely the Knight of Swords. That one is that truth, that inevitable truth, that it's a good time to sit and reflect on what's really going on in your life. Try to look at it as objectively as possible, because nobody else can give you those answers. And sometimes I feel like we get stuck trying to find or seek help. Therapy, I don't have nothing wrong. Therapy is a great thing. But at the end of the day, you got to be real with yourself, okay? That's the truthiest truth that you can get, all right? Between you and God and the universe. So change, don't miss out on an amazing opportunity because you're reluctant to leave your comfort zone. Resisting change is going to make things harder for yourself, so try and go with the flow and see where the cosmic currents take you. Everything has to end at some point, but that means something new is about to begin. Even when we feel ready for a major life change, it can affect our mental health much more than we think it will. Take care of yourself during these times. It might be time to let go of attachments that are no longer serving you. This will make it easier to adapt to the change that is coming. Death card. That's all that was talking about. The Undertaker. That's the Death card. And Death card is one of those cards that everybody fears. But in all honesty, it's one of the greatest cards in the deck. It is a humbling card, but a very empowering card. Reminding us that not everything is under our control. I think most things are not under our control. I think we like to think that they are. I think our reactions to things are pretty much all we have control over at any given moment. Let's see. All right, Spirit, do we have anything else for Miss Heather while she's still in here? Ooh, we got a card. Judgment. Okay, we love this. We have all the major arcana cards coming out. Unsurprising. So whenever this happens, this is whenever these are major life changes. The rest of the cards are like situational stuff. This is a major life change. And Judgment, that's going to be with what I was talking about, sitting back and reflecting truthfully on what's really going on with you, what's really going on with your life. Because instead of looking like outward for the answers, you must look inward for the answers and cut to the truth of the matter. But the Knight also says that it's coming for you. It's going to meet you right in the middle. So you might want to take heed and meet it halfway. Okay, we've got some Pentacles coming out now. All right. We've got the Queen and another Knight coming out. I love the Knight energy. This is really exciting, okay? So the Queen of Pentacles is going to be the nurturing, what is it? Generous, very loving, nurturing, and that woman that you go to, she's never going to tell you no. She's going to find a way to make things happen, straight up. Whether it's an emotional person, she's very emotionally mature, just very gracious woman. And the Knight of Pentacles is that action. That's her hand right there. That's the one that delivers the things, because you can sit there and be like this all day, but without that hand, it's never going to, the energy is not going to flow, so to speak. You have to follow through with that energy. You have to take it all the way through, because sometimes feeling something is not enough. Sometimes you really do have to take those actions. And that's whenever you finally get to rest from whatever it is that life is calling you to. All right. All right, Miss Heather, we're going to pull a few more cards here. I feel like we're not quite done. Okay. Seven of Swords in reverse. That's great. So this is the thief of the deck, okay? But in reverse, that means that people that might be stealing your time, your energy, your sanity, your peace, that is being overturned right now. This is great. This is great because sometimes my readings are not so positive and I got to give it like it is or it backfires on me. Okay. So what we have is a reminder. This one is to, Eight of Pentacles is get on your work, get on your grind. Okay. That's how we're going to get out of all this, because sometimes when you are coming out of a period of your life where you've really been running the roads, doing everything that you can, struggling and learning these things and processing and doing your shadow work, and you see these people who tried to stop you, like, it can be really overwhelming. So it's acknowledging that, yes, they were trying to steal your peace. Yes, they were trying to steal your sanity. Yes, they were trying to take it. They weren't doing that shit on accident. They knew what they were doing. But this is a call to release that and focus on your work. And this isn't a workshop, so creative work. Okay, obviously, we have that in common. Focus on your creative endeavors, because a lot of it is the work. What do we have? Oh, the Tower in reverse. Okay. Huge card. Okay. The Tower is also the one that everyone dreads. That's the one that, but in reverse, it's a little bit softer of an ending. That is a true ending to, and much more abrupt than death. Death is inevitable. This one is something more localized in your life. This is like the end of an era. This is the end of a way of living. This is the end of a huge relationship in your life that needed to go, though. Okay. I have another deck of cards, and I love the interpretation for the Tower. Is that it was saying that these banditos were climbing the tower and they were going to rob the people who own the tower. And in the middle of them robbing it, the lightning struck and the fire started, and like the banditos ended up having to bail out the dang tower while they were trying to do bad shit. Like, that's the kind of energy of the Tower. Okay. That means whatever it is that's coming for you that you fear the absolute most, don't give it. Don't give into it. You understand? There is always an out. And there's outs that we cannot control in our, like, we're just puny mere mortals. That's God. You tried to come rob me and look what happened. Okay? And there is no need to ever fear. Ever. People, that's one of the worst things you can do is fear. If anyone watched my favorite movie, Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, number one rule is don't panic. And that's the damn truth. Okay? Don't let them see you sweat. Keep calm. And sometimes it's at the very last minute. The bandits might be climbing up the damn stairs. You are stuck in the top of a tower. How the hell are you going to get out? And bam! Lightning. Now they're on fire. Now what? But the tower's also on fire. So sometimes it gets a little hairy along the way. And the Wheel of Fortune, another major arcana card. Okay. All right. The cards have spoken. So the Wheel of Fortune, this is, okay. I think I'm going to end it on this card because this is such a good luck card. This is like the good luck card of the deck. And it's very much the opposite upside down. But this side means that the wheel is still in spin. Okay. The wheel is still, the bandits are still, they're still running up that spiral staircase. They still think they got a chance. Okay. But when the lightning strikes, just like that, that's how it happens. Okay. Just like God cracks his whip and everything's over. That's how the hard times are going to end. That is how the people who are stealing your peace and I got goosebumps. Oh, look, there's another major arcana card. Oh my God, I'm not gonna tear up live. Temperance. Everything is gonna end up balancing itself out. Everything is gonna balance itself out in the end. So whoever is out there, don't panic. Don't panic. Do you see me? I got goosebumps. I'm sitting here crying. Like, don't panic. It is going to balance itself out. Absolutely. Absolutely. Like, I think I just pulled damn near all the major arcana cards while doing this. This is crazy. Every once in a while, it does this for me myself, and I'm just sitting there like, oh, y'all got jokes, you know? All right. Let's see what we got. Yep. Definitely acknowledging you done been stabbed in the back. That's why you be panicking, okay? You see all those swords? You been dead long time ago. They kept sticking them in your back. What assholes? Who does that? Miserable people do that. That's who. Yes. And an overturning of the Five of Cups. Okay, this is a reversal of the Five of Cups, which is just a general malaise. What do you call it? Go gadget brain. Just apathy in life, okay? You see he's got the 3 cups in front of him that are all spilled, and he is so sad, okay? But he's got cups behind him, and he's got this bridge. He's got places to go. He just make sure that if you do get stuck, okay, and this is my final message, okay? I have done my time I said I was going to do. So just remember, sometimes you do have to turn all the way around, do a whole 180, and you may have cups spilled, but those were supposed to be just like that. Leave it alone. Don't be so sad and lamenting over what you've lost. And this is my own reminder as well. Don't be so sad about what you lost that you forget that if you just turn around, you got something saved for you back here that you forgot. You haven't even seen it yet. It's behind you. And you also have an exit to better places. You can still get across that river. That river is deep and wide, but you have a bridge. You got to turn around though. I love you so much, Heather. Thank you for being on my first live.